Glad you're with us on Mile High Living. I'm Gina Bellich. Spring's in full swing, so out comes the shorts, the swimsuits, and the sundresses. You might be thinking, oh my gosh, that means more skin will be showing. Well, here is a solution to smooth out those troubled areas. Cool sculpting specialist Brandy Montoya with MD Body and Med Spa. Brandy, thanks for being with us.
Thank you.
All right, here we go again. We've got the weddings. We've got all that stuff we have to think about. But you actually say don't step on the scale and worry about the numbers.
I don't. You know what? Really, it's about your body composition. You want to be more aware of your body fat versus your body muscle. You know, I'll be straight honest with you. I weigh 152 pounds. I don't look like it, but I just gained like 8 pounds of muscle recently. My body fat's down. So that's the number that I should be concentrating on for health and wellness is your body fat and your body muscle, not the weight.
Well, that is something to think about. So all of us are so consumed with that. But when we go to look at some of these before and after pictures, when you show us these, then all of a sudden it makes sense.
It does make sense.
Yes.
So what we're looking at is the upper arm. This is one of the newest FDA cleared areas. Being able to treat this upper arm with 1 to 2 treatments is able to take that bat wing and completely restart to shape it and give you a more defined look. You know, other areas that I think are really important when we're working with the body are, you know, going to be the abdomen is one of my #1 areas that people love to have treated. Yeah, this is just one treatment on this patient so far. Still a great candidate to go back in and get some sculpting. And this patient has had about 3 debulkings to get this kind of volume. So whether you are a large person looking to re-jumpstart your lifestyle and get things going again, or you're somebody who needs a little defining, you know, let us give you a free consultation to figure out what we can do to help you out.
Okay, I love that. So you obviously the arms, the tummy, but then there's the banana roll.
Yes.
You actually schooled me on this the other day. So tell us about this.
The banana roll is that little pocket right above the glute, or right below the glute and on the top of the thigh.
Okay.
You know, and I don't know why it's called a banana roll. I had a doctor I worked for once who was offering a really fine bottle of wine. If we could figure it out, I never could.
Well, hey, there went the wine, right?
Yep.
Okay, so you have that as well that we can always be doing in detail. So let's talk about the special that you have for our viewers.
Absolutely. So for the first 15 callers, we are doing 25% off of Cool Sculpting package, and that's the beginning of the savings. We have 2 locations, Westminster and Greenwood Village. So you want to get on the phones and find out if this is the right fit for you. Call one of our locations and let's get you set up with that free consultation.
All right, tell us where those locations are.
Greenwood Village, and we have Westminster.
Absolutely. You're up in Westminster.
I'm personally in Westminster, yes.
There you go. All right. Now, when we come to Cool Sculpting, when we look at these pictures, we also have this back shot, which I'm still trying to figure out why we gain weight here, but it's so not fair.
It isn't fair, and I think people usually, it's your genetic disposition. You got handed down from mom or dad how your body is going to be designed and where you have more fat cells. You have the apple-shaped family and the pear-shaped family, and because of it, you have more fat cells in that particular part of your body. So being able to go in, define, resculpt, and redefine what God gave you is kind of a nice option with Cool Sculpting. Men, you know, men are mostly in the abdomen and the flank area. Please, men, know that this is something that you can take advantage of too. You know, don't be afraid to give us a call and find out if this consultation is a good fit for you.
Now, you brought these wonderful little, they almost look like some sort of size gauges or something. Tell us what you do with these.
These are our templates. So what I'm able to do, and I know they're clear so they're hard to see, but this is how I can gauge how much volume at a minimum I can take into somebody's, the handpiece.
Okay.
So when I'm trying to figure out, am I debulking somebody, this large handpiece is amazing for the abdomen to really take big volume down. The thing I really love about this new technology is it's very shallow and wide. So if your tissue is very dense and hard, I can now handle it. Where in the past, if it had to be really skinny and narrow and squeeze into this deep handpiece, if minimal tissue went in, minimal results, so people weren't getting the greatest result. So with this technology now, we are able to get profound result because the whole cup gets 360 degrees cold. And again, we have different sizes for different parts of the body.
This is really neat, yeah.
Yeah, and the outer thigh, you know, this is a template for the outer thigh. I thought this was kind of nice to be able to show people as far as size and volume that we can handle. You know, we usually use multiple of these on most people, but sometimes somebody just needs one little handpiece or one large handpiece, lower upper abdomen.
And you're saying this is what I can do.
Absolutely.
You also give other tips on ways to just cut out some of those inches, right? So here we go. We've got the golf ball for the dimples to let us know what we're talking about, but the weights and everything else.
Absolutely. So with the weights and everything, I always tell people, you know, with exercise and diet, you know, it's important to just to follow what works. You know, we've all done just about every diet out there at this point in time in our lives.
Yeah.
Find what works for you and start sticking with it. If you're using Cool Sculpting as, you know, to get the outer layer off, your diet is going to start shrinking the cells underneath, giving us a sandwich effect, giving you a more profound look for what we're trying to achieve, especially when we're debulking somebody. Use this as a jump start. Make this an investment in your body. Weights, working out, you know. People like cardio, people like weightlifting.
Right.
I'm a weightlifter, that's why I put so much muscle on. But personally, you know, find what works and stick with it. You know, just one thing at a time. Don't overwhelm yourself.
Right.
You know, fat cells go, according to this golf ball, from a dot of a golf ball is the smallest they get. They get up to golf ball size. So if you have gotten golf ball size fat cells, they're pretty stuck.
Yeah.
If we can cool sculpt that layer off and actually help you see some change in an area that never changes, and you're working on your diet, you're going to be more encouraged to stick with it. Exercise, diet, water, all of it comes together.
Well, and I think we underestimate how effective this stuff works. I mean, for instance, water. How much water should we be taking in a day?
You know, they say like half your body weight in ounces. Personally, I like to say at least 3 liters if you can. I take a water bottle and just try to make sure I monitor how much I'm intaking.
Yeah.
You don't want to take it all in at once and be waterlogged. You know, you want to take in little amounts at, you know, every moment you possibly can. So if you have one bottle that, you know, like about a liter, try to fill it up 3 times in the day and have that from morning to night, and make sure, you know, you just hydrate.
You just feel better hydrated anyway.
Your skin looks better, yeah.
So if you have some sort of Fitbit or something like that that tracks your walking, you don't have to be doing anything excessive in terms of exercise, right?
When it comes to fat burning, you need something that's going to be low. It's more anaerobic, not aerobic, which means that you can keep a conversation. When you're more aerobic, you're burning things so fast, you're actually burning through your muscle and not the fat. That's the last thing to be utilized.
Gotcha.
In an anaerobic exercise, which is like walking, brisk pace, keeping, you know, your breath, is more of a fat burning exercise for you.
Brandy, you always have the greatest tips.
Thank you.
Try the world's #1 non-surgical fat reduction treatment. Today's deal is for the first 15 Mile High Living callers. You'll receive a free consultation plus 25% off your cool sculpting procedure. Treatments are from your nose to your toes, folks. Call the Westminster location at 303-466-0100 or the Greenwood Village location at 303-220-1100. Learn more online at mdbodyandmedspa.com. They paid for today's segment.